Hey, what's up guys, it is Anime Oracle coming at you with my review for Dragon Ball Super episode 68. Now I apologize for this review being relatively late again, because I live in the UK. I will have to wait to the morning of Sunday to watch the episode, and I was busy in the morning. But basically guys, I'm ill, so my voice might be a bit nasally or whatever, but let's just take it off. Okay, so this episode, come forth Shenron, please grant my wish, or whose wish shall be granted. Basically, the premises of the episode is that Goku wants to execute his promise to King Kai that he would revive him, because obviously King Kai died when Goku brought Cell into the planet, and Gregory and King Kai, etc., they want to be revived, and basically Goku wants to revive them. Now at the same time, Bulma was finalizing the completion of her time traveling machine, or time machine, and basically she requires a material that is only in the core of the earth, so she also wants her wish granted to get it. Now when Goku summons Shenron, basically everybody wants their wish granted: Master Roshi, Android 18, Goten, Trunks, Pilaf, etc. Now Android 18, her wish is basically she wants to figure out what Krillin wants, because in the beginning of the episode she went out shopping with Chi-Chi and Maron, and basically she was like, what does Krillin want, because Krillin always buys them shit. So her wish is she wants to know what Krillin wants. Bulma wants that material which is only in the core of the earth. Pilaf wants domination of the earth, obviously, and Goku wants to revive King Kai. Now we obviously know there's only two wishes left, because they used one of them a while ago for the Super Dragon Ball. So there's two wishes left. Now Gohan then comes in with Pan is ill, and obviously something that we find out is that medicine from the hospital does not work on Pan, perhaps because of her Saiyan blood, which is not 100% compatible with human medicine. So that's something we actually learned about Saiyan physiology, but that may not be 100% accurate because it is from a filler episode. And obviously before, medicine used to work on Goku from the Saiyan saga. Remember, he was in the hospital, but it wasn't as efficient. But anyways, they wish for Pan to be like brought into optimum condition, to be not ill, and then she start flying into there. The Gohan left. This is a bit of a tease, because last episode we thought he was training. Here he is again with Vidal and Pan and all that shit, which is pretty weird. Bulma then asked Goku to go get the material from the core so that Goku can get the wish, and basically Goku said that he cannot survive in there because of the magma and the convection covers and all that heat and lava and shit. So basically he said that he cannot survive in there, and Bulma gave him an anti-lava suit, which is pretty weird because Goku himself said he cannot survive the hot magma, which is weird because he survived way worse conditions. For instance, Vegeta survived against Vegeta. Goku got tossed into the lava by Frieza, which arguably he survived. And he's been tossed into it before. I think the reason he said that is pretty illogical, because I think he just saying that because Goku is pretty ignorant in what he can and cannot survive. He doesn't really know a lot about his physiology to begin with. So I think that's something that could just be shredded off or just dismissed, because maybe that could be due to his ignorance. We also know that, Beerus and Whis, they don't allow time travel. It was forbidden to time travel. And so when Goku got the material, Beerus destroyed it and blew up Bulma's sector of the building that deals with time travel. So her book is also gone, which could indicate that there's no more time travel, because the theory, the equations, it's all gone. Okay, so Beerus destroyed all of that. He was like, yay, and he just destroyed everything. So get to know that Shenron has a time limit, so his physical body fades away after a certain point in time. So after, let's say, 5 minutes, his body fades away, which is pretty interesting to say the least. And they prolonged him staying by threatening him about Beerus and stuff. So the dragon left not because he was freaked out, he partially was, but because he has a time limit which was prolonged and delayed but still happened. So, he disappeared. That's a key point, letting us know more about the physiology behind the dragons. They disappear after a point in time, they just fade away. So Bulma, basically with her huge mass of money, dealt with everybody else's wishes. So she, got Roshi the money. She paid Android 18 to just toss Oolong in the air. So basically, that was pretty funny, seeing that money can basically grant some people's wishes. That's pretty interesting. So Bulma gave the money to 18 to get rid of Oolong. She just threw them in the air. So this entire episode was pretty much homage to Dragon Ball, which was pretty cool by itself and makes the episode kind of worthwhile, even though it is a filler. It was pretty good. That's what we understand about this episode, that the dragons do fade away after a certain point in time. Now, I don't understand why Gohan wanted to wish for Pan to be better. I mean, it's not like Pan had the goddamn heart virus or some shit like that. So it's just a fever. It's kind of showing they're becoming too dependent on the dragon, which is really annoying because that sense of threat is gone. Okay, so anyways, the thing that a lot of people might be ticked off about is that Goku needs a ridiculous suit for the center core of the earth. I mean, if you guys remember, Goku fought Frieza on Namek. He got hurled into the lava by Frieza at one point, but I mean, there's no point really overthinking it because it is a filler episode. So that's basically what happened in this episode. Beerus destroyed the notebook with all the theory and information on time travel that belonged to future Bulma, so it will be pretty hard for Bulma to make a new timeline for time machine from scratch, unless she obviously memorized the theory or something like that. So this episode, in my opinion, it wasn't really that good. I would rate it maybe a 6 out of 10. It was a filler episode which was pretty prolonged with pretty shitty pacing. Animation was mediocre. There's not a lot to analyze in terms of plot because it is very simplistic. Everybody wants their wish granted. Beerus destroys the time machine and shit, and King Kai wants to come back. And I just really hate the fact that the Z Fighters and everybody else is so selfish, because King Kai has been waiting for a very long time. And the only reason he died is to protect Earth, because obviously that to bring Cell over there. So it's kind of funny seeing just how selfish they are and self-centered when compared to like King Kai, etc. So this episode I found to be worthwhile as a filler. It is not really that good, but it's nice to see that even filler episodes are having somewhat mediocre to nice animation. It looks like Toei are actually putting their shit together. And in terms of the medicine, it's pretty stupid. It's very stupid retcon, because in the Android saga, Goku was suffering from the heart virus or whatever, and Trunks gave him the antidote and it worked, and the vaccine was definitely produced on Earth. So that shit was dumb in my opinion, but it was probably something that can be overlooked. I mean, it could be the fact that not all medicines work with the same efficiency, even amongst humans in the real world, so no alien DNA is required. So a lot of people might complain about the show because of this medicine stuff, but that's kind of illogical, which I just explained why. And also, the medicine was made by Bulma though, so a scientist that isn't really limited to saying physiology. You know, he knows a lot about medicine and stuff like that. So this entire medicine thing can just be overlooked. So I don't think people should complain about it too much. The reason why King Kai wanted to be alive is because he was also the subject of many jokes. For that same reason, King Kai was kind of bullied by the other Kais just for being dead. And seeing Goku search for the Dragon Balls brings back nostalgic memories, which I really like how this entire Dragon Ball Super series is giving lots of homage to the original Dragon Ball, more than Dragon Ball Z. Even the way they're fighting, a lot more martial arts, for instance, hit compared to Dragon Ball Z. And the animation style is kind of like Dragon Ball, and then lots of homages like Orale, etc. Next week we are getting Goku versus Orale, which will be pretty good. I might do a video on Orale in the future, but that is just good. It was just also funny seeing how Lord Beerus shut that shit down, no exceptions. If you get the reference, you're pretty cool. So anyways guys, if you enjoyed this video, please let me know. Subscribe if you enjoyed it. More reviews coming up soon. Peace.